Hi friends, in this video I am going to explain about how to conduct Kirchhoff's current law in practical. Clear? So actually I do not have equipments, but I want to explain in theoretical. So based on that you can conduct in practical. Clear? So here Kirchhoff's current law, KCL. So what is the definition of Kirchhoff's current law? Yes, what is the definition of Kirchhoff's current law? Yes, the sum of incoming currents must be is equal to sum of outgoing currents at any junction point is called as Kirchhoff's current law. It means sum of incoming currents must be is equal to sum of outgoing currents. It means what? For example, this is one junction point, or we can also call as node. So for this particular junction point, some few resistances are connected like this. Yes. So this one, for example, R1, this one is R2, and this one is R3. And from this particular junction point, another three resistances, R4, this one R5, and this one R6. Clear? And the current flowing in R1 is I1, I2, I3, and this one I4, I5, and this one I6. Clear? So just observe the directions of currents here. Current flowing in R1, R2, R3, all directions are incoming to this particular junction point. And here I4, I5, I6, all these three currents are outgoing from this particular junction point. So as per the definition of Kirchhoff's current law, so what is the definition of Kirchhoff's current law? Sum of incoming currents must be is equal to sum of outgoing currents. So from that, I1 plus I2 plus I3, all these three currents are incoming. That's why we are adding directly. I1 plus I2 plus I3. Clear? I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to all these currents are outgoing. It means what? I4, I5, I6. Clear? So the sum of all incoming currents must be is equal to sum of outgoing currents means, for example, after calculating I got the values, or yes, I got the values, or for example I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3 is equal to, for example, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to, for example, I4 is equal to 3 plus 2 plus 1. For example, I got the all current values like this. Okay. But the values of, or the magnitude of current always depending upon the values of resistances. Clear? So based on the resistances values, we got the currents flowing in individual branches like this. Clear? By adding these incoming currents and outgoing currents, then we need to get the same value. It means what? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 is equal to 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 is equal to 6 is equal to 6. It means what? Sum of incoming currents, yes, is equal to sum of outgoing currents at this particular junction point is called as what? Kirchhoff's current law. Clear? Now based on this, just now we are verified 6 is equal to 6. It means what? 6 amperes is equal to 6 ampere. This 6 ampere of current is the sum of incoming current, and this 6 ampere of current is the sum of outgoing current. Now the KCL is verified. So actually this is the theoretical way we are going to verify. But how to conduct the experiment in practical? Now go for the practical way. Yes. So I want to take one circuit, and based on circuit we are going to find the theoretical values, and after calculating the theoretical values, then we are going for the practical. Clear? So actually this is a circuit. So we need to find the current flowing in R2, current flowing in R3, and current flowing in R1. Clear? So actually we need to verify Kirchhoff's current law. So just see here, R1 branch is connected here, R2 branch is connected here, R3 branch is connected here. So as per the definition of Kirchhoff's current law, the sum of current must be, sum of incoming currents must be is equal to sum of outgoing currents. It means what? Based on this particular circuit, we can say that, for example, this is I1, this is I2, and this is I3. Now based on this particular circuit, we can say that I1 must be is equal to I2 plus I3. Clear? For example, I1 is equal to 10, then I2 is equal to 5 plus 5, or 4 plus 6, or 6 plus 4, depending upon what? Value of resistance. But here the value of R2 and R3 both are same. That's why, yes, if suppose current flowing in R1, incoming current is equal to 10, then depending upon the value of resistance, current will divide. Here the value of R2, R3 both are same. That's why definitely 5 plus 5. Okay. So depending upon the value of resistance only current will divide. That's why the value of R2, R3 both are same. That's why current flowing in R2 is 5. Current flowing in R3 is also 5. Clear? So if suppose we are going to get like this, then KCL is verified. If not, then KCL will not verify. Clear? So how to conduct this experiment in practical means, in theoretical we need to calculate the value of current flowing in R2 and current flowing in R3 by using current division rule. But in order to find I2, I3, we need to calculate the total amount of current which is flowing in circuit. Clear? It means first we need to calculate the equivalent resistance, or we can also call it as total resistance in the circuit. After calculating the total resistance, go for the calculation of total current, that is IT is equal to V divided by RT. Clear? So after calculating the total value of current in the circuit, now use current division rule to find the current flowing in R2, and same use current division rule to find the current flowing in R3. Clear? So after getting I2, I3, just add these two, then you will get exactly is equal to I1 value. Then only the Kirchhoff's current law will verify. Clear? So actually this is the procedure we need to find in theoretical. But what is the practical? How to check in practical means, yes. Now same circuit we are going to see in practical way. So how it is? Yes. So this is the actual circuit. We need to verify in practical way. How it is possible means, we have R1, R2, R3. We have three resistances. So in order to check the value of current in practical, just connect one ammeter A1 in series with this particular resistance R1, and in order to see the value of current flowing in R2, just connect ammeter in series with R2, and in order to check the value of current flowing in R3, just connect ammeter in series with R3. Clear? So by applying voltage, some amount of current will flows, and this amount of current is the total current flowing in the circuit. It will shows by A1 ammeter. After that, after this junction point, current will flows in R2, current will flows in R3. To show this particular current flowing in R2, so A2 will shows the value of current, and here also same, A3 will shows the value of current which is flowing in R3. So after showing this, just take the readings. Okay, A1 must be is equal to A2 plus A3. For example, 10 is equal to 5 plus 5. Okay, A will shows 10 amperes, A2 will shows 5 amperes, A3 will shows 5 amperes. Then Kirchhoff's current law will verifies. Clear? So depending upon the branches of resistances, you can correct all the individual ammeters in series with the resistances. Okay, if suppose I want to change this particular value of applied voltage is equal to 20 volts, then the value of total current will change. So if the value of total current will change, definitely the value of current flowing in R2 change, and also R3 change. Again increase the value of voltage is equal to 50, then the total value of current will change here. Again the value of current to change in A2 and also in A3. Like this we need to conduct Kirchhoff's current law in practical way. Clear? So just see, after getting the value of A1, A2, A3, just check this condition whether A1 is equal to sum of A2 plus A3 or not. If not, then KCL will fail. If equal, then KCL will satisfy. Clear? So this is the procedure we need to follow when we are going to conduct in practical way. Clear? So thank you so much, and please do subscribe my channel if you like this video. Clear? Thank you so much.